You had a pick last week, so you're kind of a ball hawk. What was it like having a game like this in the SEC opener back in your home state?
Oh man, it was an amazing feeling. Coach T will let us talk in front of the defense before the on Friday nights. Just tell them, what we thought about the game and how the type of stuff, like how we thought about dominating the
Two
game.
picks, four fumbles,
Yes, sir.
batted the ball.
Dog. Yeah.
Say, Travis, like you all, like you and.
Like some of the starters talk in front of the defense, and my thing was just coming back home, and Auburn didn't offer me out of high school, so it was kind of personal for me to come in here and get the win.
Why did they not offer you?
I don't know what they was thinking.
Right. We're business about it today. And then Junior, what do you think about it? It's the big game right here.
Man, the defense played amazing. He played tremendous, but I kind of knew this coming from the summer. I just seen the way he worked. I mean, I tried to be the first guy there, and him and his brother were already in the indoor doing some type of drills, and it's just like they were always working. And I think it showed today, man. You got 2 picks and a forced fumble. Like hard work really does pay off, and he worked his tail off all off season, and it's starting to show, and people are starting to see.
Likewise.
That 75-yard drive to pretty much give you guys and shut them out. What did that mean offensively?
Man, that was huge. We were struggling through a lot of the game. We couldn't really find our groove. And I feel like we've been, in practices and kind of the scrimmages in the spring, we struggled on finishing games and finishing drives. And to kind of see us go out there, and I think it was all runs. It felt like all runs. And for us to do that, man, that's an extreme confidence boost for us going into other games now. And it shows like, you know what, like regardless, first, second, third, or fourth quarter, wherever we're at, however it's going, we're going to stick together and we're going to fight through this together.
I don't know if you've seen the replay, but on that touchdown to Quinn, and it looked like he just barely got it over. What do you think about how hard he runs? The other back wouldn't have got that.
Man, we have a lot of hard running backs. I mean, I think if Braylon had that ball, even if Ronnie had that, I think they're doing the same thing. But the thing with Jaquindon, he's just a massive human being, and the way he puts his mind to something, and just kind of his poise through that whole game, and the way that he just kind of united the O line in that fourth quarter, it helped us get to that point where he got the ball at the end and he won us the game.
Fernando, earlier in the week, you said their hurt was my hurt. We're talking about the loss last year. So what was it like being in that locker room with others?
That was so sweet. I mean, I've had some tremendous experiences with this team and this brotherhood, but nothing felt like it did 30 minutes ago in there. It was special. And that's what you live for. You live for those moments where you grind it out with your brothers, the defense makes stops, the offense goes out there and does their thing. And then after the game, you all go in there and celebrate. And that's something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
You were in the locker room last year when you guys didn't have that feeling. What was this one like?
We just talked about it, and we wasn't gonna have that feeling in our mouth no more. We came in with a chip on our shoulder. We all had the right mindset to just go in, and after the game, we was gonna go in the locker room and celebrate, and that's what we did. So.
Hey, TJ, would you mind describing each turnover kind of from your perspective? I know it might take a little while, but the picks and then I thought that running back might score, man. You got down and stripped it, and you might just go through each play.
Yeah, so the first one, I tipped it. Nico had caught the pick, and then second one, I dove for it, and I was, in Coach Pittman ear. And I really appreciate Coach Pittman for that, challenging the play. And I was really in the ref ear, like, yeah, I caught it. He was like, yeah, I told him you caught it, so I got the ball. I was like, all right, bet. Then the third pick, JJ got a pick. Then the fourth one, I caught it. I think he overthrew it or something like that, and I was there to make the play. And then for the fumble, forced fumble, that was really a big play for me because just the stuff we work in practice, Coach Wilson always getting on us about tracking the near hill. So I, couldn't let him cut back and go score. So I had to do what I had to do to get the ball out.
Just for both of you guys, what does this do for your confidence as a team moving forward?
It gets the ball rolling in the SEC play. You have to get that first one, and it's a week by week process. And getting that first one, it's hard. you know, winning in the SEC, I learned today, it's not easy. You have to play all 4 quarters, and it's a grit and grind kind of game, and they have really good players. But getting this first one was huge for us, and just kind of the confidence of this team is just rising by the minute.
TJ, first drive is when you got the tip
Mhm.
on the interception. How important was it early to kind of throw off their quarterback some?
You know, they had a guy that had his first career start last week. And, you know, we just wanted to put pressure on him, you know, make him play quarterback. You know, if anybody was going to beat us on the field, it had to be him. We was going to shut everybody else down. We had to make him play. And, you know, we just did what we had to do.
And Fernando, we talked about the 3rd and 19 play that Isaiah caught the touchdown. Just what do you remember about that play?
To be honest with you, I didn't even realize it was 3rd and 19. That's pretty wild. But when Taylor rolls out that pocket, man, you know something special is gonna happen. And when that ball was in the air, it's like, man, who's he throwing that to? And then you just see Satania just running. And when he went up and jumped and got it, I was just like, man, thank God. Thank God. At that point we were kind of in that like little rut, and we weren't able to move the ball as well. And you know, you just need your star players to make plays, and that's exactly what both of them did. They made a play, and that just ignited our team for the rest of the game.
You know, PJ, between, I forgot about the tips, I'm glad you remembered it. You know, 2 picks, a forced fumble, strip, and a tip, so you really had a hand literally in 4 turnovers. I mean, you ever had a game like that, high school, Pee Wee, anything?
No, I don't think I ever had 2 picks in one game. I did in the scrimmage. Fall camp scrimmage. Yeah, every other game has been either one or the other. So,
How many family and friends did you have today? At the end?
I had about 10, 15, maybe 20, something like that.
Was that pretty cool to do that in front of them, you know, personally?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was just amazing, you know, them being able to come support me and my brothers. I know that's big for my family. Even last year when we played Alabama, I had in Ole Miss, I had the same amount of people come. So.
And then, yeah, this one turned out better though. And then, you know, we all know this big storyline this week for me anyway, Travis Williams coming back to Auburn. How cool was that for y'all to be able to, you know, get him a game ball and a big win at a place that means a lot to him?
And, you know, stuff like that, you know, with a coach, we love our coach. So, we had to come in here and make a statement, and we just wanted to go in there and get the win for him. So I know it means a lot to him, you know, him just having a baby girl, and, you know, him coming back to his alma mater where he played at. I know he wanted to come and get this win. So, we all just came together and like, we got to do this for him. And that's what we did.
And we hear it all the time, Jordan Taylor's a hard place to play. In y'all's opinion, how was it?
I mean, it was pretty loud. I don't know about you, but yeah, no, for the offense, it was good for us. It was good to start off with one of those games where it's really loud, and we had to communicate a lot. I feel like we had a really good week of practice in the way that we handled it in our indoor. And you know, it's hard to kind of replicate when you get to the game, but I feel like we did a really solid job of communicating and just kind of getting all of our calls.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be loud. You know, just coming on visits here, every time I came, it was always loud in the stadium, and we didn't let it, beat us. So we just embraced the noise.
Junior, you came in here with San Jose 2 years ago, gave over a tough game. I think you were leading them all at halftime.
Mhm.
How cool is it 2 years later after having a tough loss to come in here and get some payback?
Oh yeah, man, it's amazing. I actually sent a video to all those guys who I played with back at San Jose in the locker room of us celebrating, just to show them, man, like those guys had a huge impact on me. And that game that I played, that was my second ever game playing at tackle, and I remember that. I remember it so vividly. And to actually come back here and beat them this time, it's really cool. Just kind of seeing everything come full circle.
All right, guys, good stuff. Appreciate it.